9 o'clock. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here in person or over the live stream. And I'm also recording it from my YouTube channel, so you can watch future lectures and past lectures as well. I always have the ingredients list under the description. And today, so my name is Eve Zaller. I'm a PhD in bioorganic chemistry and I'm 9 years raw vegan. And I really love this lifestyle. It gives me a lot of energy for my workouts and in general. I'm never hungry. So I'm presenting you the raw vegan SOS free lifestyle. And we are going to make pizza today. Cold pizza. All right, so of course I had to prepare a little bit. So for my pizza crust, I am using a cauliflower crust. Cauliflower is really your best friend when you're becoming a raw vegan. Some raw vegans don't eat cauliflower, but I love cauliflower. It has good protein and it's very, very filling. So it makes your salads very filling. So I made a pizza crust with cauliflower and almonds and chia seeds and a little bit of lemon juice and water. So I had to prepare it yesterday and I put it in the dehydrator overnight. But we're just going to do the whole process and I'll just show it to you. You just can't wait for 12 hours till it dries. So, and then we're also going to make a tomato sauce and some almond fresh cheese. And yeah, we have some basil and pretty much you can put any topping that you like on your pizza. Olives are really good, but there's very, very few olives that are truly raw. So there is a brand that I really like. They naturally ferment, they like to ferment their olives, so they're completely raw, they're never heated, but they use salt. So it's never really possible to cure olives without salt. So that's why they're high in salt, and I sometimes eat them anyway. But you just have to be aware that you can't eat olives all the time because they're very, very high in salt. Anyway, so we are starting. We have to be a little bit more efficient with our tools. So I have a high-speed blender here and a food processor. Those are really, really nice tools as a raw vegan. But as a raw vegan, you don't really need any tools. Because if we just want to eat pizza and we don't want to make the pizza, we can already eat the ingredients. You know, this is all edible without processing. And someone said that it's so odd, no animal on earth needs to process their food. It's all given to them. So to humans, it shouldn't be given like without cooking, without processing, without altering. With a raw vegan diet, it's all given, so you can eat everything in its natural state, just grown from nature. And that's why I think this makes a lot of sense to me. So back to the tools. So I want to use my tools a little bit more efficiently. So I'm using this for the pizza dough, but also for the almond cheese and for the tomato sauce. So I don't want pizza dough in my almond cheese or my tomato sauce, so I have to, and I don't want almond cheese in my tomato sauce, so I start with the tomato sauce. Then I don't have to wash the blender. So at home, I like to do it like this as well, so I don't wash all the time. Here, I cannot wash anyway, so I have to do it. Okay, so for the tomato sauce, we're using tomatoes. And I also dried some tomatoes yesterday in the dehydrator. So those are just cut tomatoes in quarters and put it in the dehydrator. So dehydrator doesn't heat your food, so you can put it on a setting like 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Sometimes I put it a little bit higher, so it doesn't mean that the food is that temperature, because the food is always like 30 degrees, sometimes lower than the actual setting. So you don't want to heat.
You use like sun-dried tomatoes or something?
Yeah, sun-dried tomatoes you can also use, but these are kind of like sun-dried tomatoes as well, so it's the same process.
If you don't have a dehydrator.
Yeah, if you have a dehydrator, you can make your own dried tomatoes, which is really, really nice. It's cheaper and you don't get anything like oil or salt in your dried tomatoes. Like a lot of times the tomatoes are sold with oil or salt. And if not, they're very, very expensive as well. So dehydrate is really nice also to preserve your foods. Yeah. Okay, so we start with the tomato sauce. We have tomatoes, dried tomatoes, and thyme. I'm gonna keep it very, very simple. You can also use oregano, but I didn't have oregano. Well, maybe they do have dried oregano actually. But thyme is kind of like, I find oregano, it fits very well with tomatoes. And if you use cherry tomatoes, it's going to be a little bit more lighter because we have yellow tomatoes in here, but that shouldn't be a problem. And then you can also add a bell pepper as well. Yeah, bell pepper gives your sauce always a nice red color. It is a nice and white red bell pepper.
I'm sorry to make you repeat these. I was like, can you show me the bottom again, the crust?
Huh?
Can you show me what the crust is? I was like, I'm sorry. Am I repeating what the crust is? Or the
Oh,
bottom?
I'm not there yet with the crust. I'm making the tomato sauce first.
Okay, I'm just trying to remember what it was.
So I put the tomatoes in the high-speed blender and then just add all the dried tomatoes. I used about 6, what are they called? Roma tomatoes yesterday. But it really depends on your liking. So it's not really strict. The recipe is not really super strict. Every ingredient tastes different, and yeah, you cannot always replicate the same flavors. But it's not needed, you know. Okay, let's put the thyme in already. So this is fresh thyme. Of course, if you like garlic, you can add garlic or any other flavors. But I want to keep it really simple here, and since you're actually not supposed to eat that much garlic, so it's very irritating, and especially if you come out of a water fast, then you might want to be careful with onions or garlic. But it depends on the individual. So, but I just want to also show you that food can be tasty without onions and garlic. We always put onions and garlic on everything, really. So it's actually, I like it to not have onions and garlic sometimes, to have it different, you know. I put a lot of time. You're always careful with the thyme. I'm not usually careful with any herbs. Herbs are very important, actually. I mean, some raw vegans think that you only should eat tender greens. I actually like the tough greens, and also the herbs. They're strong, bitter. They have a lot of nice medicinal properties. Okay, maybe that's enough. It's a little bit lighter because of the yellow tomatoes, of course, but it has quite a good thickness. Of course, for pizza especially, you can even add more dried tomatoes and make it really thick. But I guess this is okay.
So that's just tomatoes, dried tomatoes, and thyme, just 3 things?
Yeah, this is all these 3 things, that's all.
And the red bell pepper.
Yeah, red bell pepper is optional.
You wanted it for the color, right? The red bell.
Yeah, or just a flavor. It's not really needed necessarily. The dry tomatoes will give a lot of red color as well and flavor. And they make it big. You could also, if you want sweeter tomato sauce, you could add dates as well. Okay, I have to get this here out. Okay. Yeah. If you have any questions or any comments or about the raw vegan lifestyle, you're also free to ask anytime. Because I'm struggling here, it kind of gets boring for me. I have a very thin, tiny spatula at home. It's so much easier. Get the stuff out. But we can leave a little bit for our almond cheese to make it a little bit more tomato flavored and colored. Who's eating? Okay, only kind of half of the people. Oh. Where is everyone? Everyone is leaving?
Everyone stay in their rooms, right? A lot of people stay in their rooms.
Oh, okay. Well, then come on down when we're ready. When we're finished. So, yeah, this is a very simple tomato sauce. Of course, with different spices, flavors. You can always make a different one. You can add onions if you like, garlic.
Basil, I guess. You add your basil some there too.
Basil as well. I have basil, but I want to use the basil for the almond cheese. Yeah, you can add basil, would be really good. Anything
It's a nice
really good.
flavor already. What's it made?
Yeah, this is how it tastes. Very, very simple. We'll see. And then we do the almond cheese. So we still have some tomato in there, but it's all right. Make sure it's too much. So if you want a really white almond fresh cheese, so it's gonna be like a ricotta kind of cheese. If you want it really, really white, I have almonds here. So those were 1.5 cups of almonds. And I'm going to use most of them for the almond cheese, but also some of them for the dough. So I'm going to make the cheese and then leave the rest of it in the blender and make the dough with that. So just to preserve work. Yeah.
So I guess get ready the almond cheese first.
Yeah.
And did you also use, I see the skins on those, and you're using.
Yeah,
With or without the skins?
I'm not talking about this. So those are 1.5 cups almonds. I soaked them in water yesterday night. And I like to activate and soak my nuts and seeds. Usually, sometimes I just eat them as is. But just to wash away the anti-nutrients and yes.
Is that raw?
Those are raw almonds, yeah. So just soaked in water overnight and then rinsed and drained and washed very properly. And then you can use them as they are. So if you want to have a really, really white cream cheese, almond cream cheese, then you can also peel them. So once you soak them in water, they're very easily, so the peel comes off very easily. But it is, I mean, if I would peel every single almond here, this will be a little bit of work. So you can do that at home if you want to meditate or something. But I usually never do it. Yeah, and usually never do it. But you know, it could be fast if you're just on the phone with someone talking, you know, with your friend, and then you peel your almonds. And to have like a really weird, really white cream cheese. But I never do it, and it's also, it's fine. And you have just a little bit of the bits, and then I think it's fine for me. Always do it with the peel. But I just wanted to show you don't have to
Is that 1.5
blanch
cups?
your almonds.
Is that 1.5 cups? Right there.
That's 1.5 cups, yeah. And we need lemon juice. And I'm going to peel off citrus squeezer. Because sometimes the lemon peel tastes a little bit bitter if I squeeze it, so I just peel it off. Don't always have to do that. I mean, if you have really nice, good quality lemons, then you probably don't have to do that. I don't like this too much. Sometimes you have to get what's available, I guess. So I like to use maybe 1.5 up to 2 lemons for this, but it also depends on your lemon, how much juice it has, how acidic it is. Careful not to get any seeds in here. They're also very bitter. That also happened to me one time. It made my hummus completely bitter. Maybe that's enough. Okay, then we have so the almonds, the lemon juice, and then we need some water. Start maybe with a cup of water, and then you can always add more if you need more. Yeah, maybe I'll add it a little bit more. I want it a little bit more smoother, you know. So this only has almonds, water, and the lemons so far. And then we take this out, but not everything, because I want to keep some of it for the pizza crust. So usually for this pizza crust and this amount of cauliflower, I used 1/2 cup of almonds. But you can use more almonds. This is probably the minimum I would use for this amount. because you just need a little bit of fat for the pizza, for that pizza crust. But the more almonds you use, the more dense the crust will be, a little bit more heavier. So I kind of have to estimate to take this part out. But as I said, really, it doesn't really matter to follow a recipe completely to the point. Maybe like this. And then we are adding our basil as well to the almond cheese. I didn't put it in the blender because I didn't want to have a cheese that's green. So if you put it in the blender, it will all be green. I just wanted almond cheese that is kind of whitish and then has the herbs chopped in. Of course, I'm good with also using basil. I like basil. Why not just use a little bit more, you know?
Share that we can ask questions here. Would you like to share a little bit of why you became overall vegan? Was there any conditions that led you to choose the pathway?
Yeah, definitely. It was for health reasons. Because who else does that? For any other reason. Yeah, I realized I was just not feeling good, and then I couldn't tolerate pharmaceuticals. Like I had a headache, and I took the medication, and I felt worse. So I was more interested in herbal medicine, or also how to eat right. So gradually, I ate much better, and I stopped eating dairy, and a lot of things already improved, like allergies or hay fever. But I still had migraines quite often. And yeah, so then I studied about water fasting, and I also cleansed while fasted. And then after, it was obvious to eat very light foods. And I loved always raw foods anyway, so I prepared a lot of raw foods. Yeah. So I always had to have a meal with raw food. So there was no meal where I didn't have something raw in there. Like all my life. I think it's just very sensitive, like genetically maybe, so I needed to have some health food with it. And then, yeah, after I studied about water fasting and I experienced water fasting, then I stayed raw for a while, and I tried eating cooked food a little bit, like potatoes again, and I felt so heavy, and I just didn't feel good, so I felt just better with raw. So, and ever since I didn't have any migraines anymore. If I start eating cooked food again, like first time eating cooked food, nothing will happen, I'll be fine. But then another time I eat maybe cooked food again, then my problems will come back. It's the same problem will come back. But nowadays I really love eating raw food so much, so it tastes much better. If I would try cooked food, I wouldn't even like to eat it. I mean, I wouldn't even like it, the texture of it and everything. So this is our raw ricotta cheese. Yeah. See, so much basil is already lost in here. I think there could be really never enough basil.
I can smell it back here. That smells good.
Yeah, it needs to be more basil. Why not? You can just go crazy with herbs.
Were you raw before you came to work at TrueNorth, or? Did you-
Yes, I was.
Is that why you decided to come here?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I was a chemist. I mean, I studied chemistry, but then being so sensitive to pharmaceuticals, I could never see myself working in the pharmaceutical industry, so. But at least I know about chemistry.
What do you do?
So I came here actually to initially work in the clinical research, but they just hold off on that. So right now I do on the side teaching, I do this lifestyle, and I do a lot of stuff.
So are they still doing the research here with the microscope and all that?
Not really like the research that we did before. So we did like with recruiting people, maybe some few case studies, but we didn't do. I mean, yeah. So that research is not going on, like where we have like a real study going on. All right, so more basil. So we have already the most important topics for a pizza. That's the tomato sauce and the cheese, right? And we have we don't have the crust. Don't look at this. We have to make the crust. So I left some of the almond cheese in here. If you want to do only the crust without the toppings right now, because yesterday I did the crust without making cheese before. But right now I just want to preserve the blender and everything. So yesterday I took this amount of cauliflower and half a cup of almonds. They're soaked, and that is a quarter cup of chia seeds. Quarter cup of chia seeds, and I soaked them in water overnight, or you can soak them at least 30 minutes before you use them in water. And let's just start with the dough here. So for the cauliflower part, I'm using a food processor, and you could use any food processor, food chopper or something, and then we chop the cauliflower into rice. This is also called cauliflower rice. We make cauliflower rice pretty much.
Do you have any idea how much cauliflower it is?
4 quarts.
Looks like a lot.
Like around 4 quarts, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a head. Like at home I made the same, and I had a big head and I used 3/4, so a small head for the cauliflower. But yeah, it doesn't really have to be like super exact. It will still be good. Where's the lid here? Can't put too much. Take a nap again. Yeah, if you have a food processor that is a little bit more advanced, then it will be faster. This one is a very old one. But you know, any food processor will work. Same with a knife. To make your food, you don't have to have a special knife or anything, you know. Maybe it makes your life a little bit more exciting to have a nice knife, but you don't need it. For this food, you don't even have to have any tools. Okay, let's just put this in a bowl. Yeah, this is also cauliflower rice. If you are halfway in, you said, oh, I don't really want to make pizza, so you make cauliflower rice and you just eat it as it is. yeah, the tomato sauce and the almond cheese, you can also add it to a salad, or I do have a salad here for my display. Not only for the display, actually. I just want to tell you, I never really eat this here. I never eat pizza. Rarely. Maybe once in a blue moon, really. 3 times a year. I don't know. I don't really make pizza a lot. What I usually eat is a big salad. So even if I make pizza, I would not just eat this pizza dry with the sauces and anything, because it's just, I need the bulk, the raw fiber, the water in the food. So I would probably eat maybe a slice or 2 maximum, and then eat the salad to it. So I would not just eat the pizza. I mean, dry foods is okay, but they're not super optimal, you know. Optimal is just eating it as it is raw. But, I mean, sometimes you just want to have fun and make a pizza, right? What I do eat often is cauliflower rice, and I eat it with salads or greens or something like this, because that makes your salad really filling without adding so much avocado or nuts and seeds, you know. Oh, I did it. Used the wrong lid. Like it takes me a lot of time to make this pizza, but it's because of this food processor.
Fine.
It's just in my home it just takes 1 second and everything is blended up. Okay, I think they should get a new food processor.
Exit review when we leave TrueNorth.
Exactly.
Food was great. That food processor you guys use, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it takes too long. We were bored. We fell asleep. Okay, yeah, so with cauliflower, you can make cauliflower rice, you can make pizza. You can also make dumplings or something like this. So I make also dumplings with it. So cauliflower is really so nice, and I like it chopped up like this.
Can that be mashed potatoes and you just keep going?
Yes, yeah, mashed potatoes. I was thinking about that. Usually, yeah. So mashed potatoes I would put in the blender and make it really smooth. And yeah, completely right. Okay, so we have our chopped cauliflower, and then we need the other component, because this will not bind together, so we need something to bind it together and also give it a little bit more fat. Of course, we don't use oil, but we can use fat from nuts and seeds. Oh, we have it already in here. I was looking for the almonds, but we have the almonds in here already from the cheese. I also add here some lemon juice. I like to use always a little bit of lemon juice when I dry things. And then the chia seeds. So you would put the chia seeds in here. Quite a lot of chia seeds actually. But the chia seeds make it so it binds it all together. It's very slimy. You can also use psyllium husk as well. You know psyllium husk? Yeah. So you could use that. Or Irish moss is also very slimy. It binds it well together.
What kind of moss did you say?
Irish moss. Yeah, Irish moss I like too a lot. Oops.
I'm sorry, what's it look like? I've never seen Irish moss.
What's that?
Like a seed or is it a seed?
So I like the kind that's, so it kind of looks, how does it look? kind of like a sponge.
Oh, like a sponge, okay.
It has a lot of different arms. And then I think there's two colors. There's the darker color and then the lighter colors. I like the lighter color actually for the sea moss. Well, for this purpose, well, for the purpose that I'm using. I'm not sure. I never really tried the darker color. I ordered it once, but I had to send it back because they had a lot of shrimps in there. I ordered it in bulk. I wanted to try the seaweed, and then they had shrimps in there. It's like I can't eat the seaweed, and it has like really big dried shrimps in there. Just got in there.
What were they?
Yeah,
They were
seaweed
dried.
is not always vegan. Huh?
I didn't understand what you said.
It was shrimp.
Yeah, there were dried shrimps in there, so I never really tried the darker colors Irish moss. But yeah, mostly you get the lighter color Irish moss anyway.
So
This is
in
like-
the chia seeds, what else is in that?
Just the almond.
How much almond? There's almond.
yeah, the almonds from the cheese. Otherwise, I would have used half a
Oh, so
cup
more of that.
of almonds. But I'm just using these almonds right now, like this. And I probably need a little bit
To
of
answer,
water.
sorry, one more question on the sea moss. I guess you have to rehydrate it as well, like you do chia?
Yes, yeah. It comes dried. Well, you can buy it as a powder, but I never do. Because I don't know how they wash it, and I like to have it whole, and so I can wash it myself. So I wash it, I rinse it, and then I soak it in water. Yeah, at least 1 hour maybe, or overnight, and then I use it.
How much chia seeds did you put?
It was a 1/4 cup. And let's add a little bit of more lemon juice actually. Yeah, without the almond cheese, I probably wouldn't have used half a cup of almonds and then half a lemon juice or 1 lemon juice. I was use like 1 lemon juice. Okay. Next here. Okay, this is pretty much it. Of course, you can add thyme, some herbs, rosemary, I don't know, whatever you like. And then you mix this in here. Hello.
Looks lovely.
Okay. And you can get in with your hands in there because, but I don't have any sink to wash my hands, so I'm using this. And yeah, so you have your bowl with your dough. You get your sheet ready for your dehydrator. So dehydrator has like a grid like this, like a grill that comes in the shelves. And then you would need some kind of sheet, dehydrator sheet, like silicone, or they also use Teflon. I think silicone probably is the better version. I like to have them all smooth. At home I have one that's a little bit, it has like a little texture. I don't like these too much, so the one that's not smooth, they're actually better. So just get it ready. And you just mix this in here.
You prefer using your hands to spatula?
use a spatula, I guess, but I like to use my hand. Whatever works for you. It's a little bit more liquid today, but that's okay, because the dehydrator will get out the liquid. And then you can make a round form, or you can make it square, doesn't matter.
Before you put on the fry, can you share with everybody?
Yeah. So, yeah, I can also go around and show it to you. Sorry, I had leg day recently, my legs hurt.
Thank you.
It's like you go to the gym to feel like an old person in real life. And then you feel good, and then you go to the gym again. Okay, so we have the dough ready, and then it just goes on the dehydrator sheet. Oops. Then yeah, you can form a little dough like round. I leave it about, needs to be about 1.5 inches thick maybe. This time I maybe just make squares, maybe one square. Sorry, I don't really have so much room here.
If you don't have a dehydrator, do you have any other suggestions?
Well, if you're okay with baking it, I guess you
Maybe.
I never tried baking it, but I don't know. It might work. You can also dry with your oven, just at the lowest setting, and leave it open, but it'll take forever. Then,
So are
It can work.
dehydrators expensive?
it can be. Yeah, probably. If you get a good one, it costs probably like around $500. But you'll have it pretty much forever then, and I think it's really good. It's more important than your stove. You know, how much does a stove cost, right?
Yes.
It's cheaper than a stove, and you don't need the stove anymore.
Oh, for those of my potatoes, my sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
If you're allergic to almonds, what else can you use?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Almost any kind of nuts and seeds, really.
Oh, okay.
You could even try without nuts, or like sunflower seeds are pretty good. Hemp seeds. I used to make this with hemp seeds actually a lot, but they don't have hemp seeds here.
Okay.
I like hemp seeds a lot. Yeah. The only thing is you need something. Well, I don't know about the fat. Maybe you can do it without fat, but you need something that binds together. You can try it just with the Irish moss. I mean, there's so many different options. You can,
The chia seeds are online too.
the chia seeds are binding, yeah. Okay, so it's about this thickness. Okay, then the other important part is, so you can see maybe the finished product, because once it's dried, it's a little bit more difficult to cut. So I like to cut it before I dry it. But not with a knife, because the dehydrator sheet is sensitive, so you'll use just a spatula or something, and you just cut it like that. Yeah, I could make a pizza out of it again, or you can just cut whatever. Cut it like that. Okay, and then it goes into the dehydrator for 115 to 120 degrees, so the setting of the dehydrator. The food will not be that hot anyway. And then you dry it for maybe 5 to 8 hours. And then once this is a little bit drier on the top, then you have to flip it. So you would flip it onto another tray. Just put a tray on top and then you flip it. And yeah, you remove the silicone sheet and then you have it like this on the grid. And you just dry it a little bit more for 5 extra hours or whenever you like the texture. And then it's done. That's all. It's not that bad, right?
So
No, it
we
has
tell-
to taste good.
Can we see it? Can we?
Oh,
show
yeah.
around, or the dry version? Maybe
Oh,
that's-
the dried version? Oh, sure.
So how many total hours does it take to dry a crust?
So that's the dry version then?
10?
Yeah, it kind of is like bread. You don't,
Can't eat bread.
you don't have to eat it like a pizza. You can also eat it like bread. You can also make it.
So is it like really crispy, crunchy, like?
And it depends how long you dry it.
Okay.
If you
What is
wanna,
it?
I have
It's
here
the
some
crispiest
leftovers.
thing I've
actually.
seen all in,
I know.
crispiest thing, yeah.
I got here
love
some
crispy.
leftovers. So this one, well, it's softer, but it really depends how long you dry it. You know, it gets crispy. It gets crispy here. This one is a little more crispy. You know. And how? Yeah, this one has crunch. But if you don't dry it too much, then it will be more softer as well. If you don't have a dehydrator,
How are you gonna get that home?
you just put the sauce and any of the toppings on this and just eat it.
Just eat it.
It's like a bar.
Or put it on your salad.
It will be different kind of pizza, you know, but you know, it's gotta be more evolutionary.
I just think of dough. We're still talking about pizza. I'm just thinking, eat that plain without baking it. It reminds me of dough. But how you made it, you can, right?
Well, it probably won't taste like a pizza. It will more taste like a dumpling, right, or something.
Is that how you kind of make a dumpling?
Kind of, yeah. Maybe a little bit less water, so it sticks better together. More spices, like onions or whatever spices. Yeah, this is how I kind of make it. Like a German dumpling. Okay, so you have this
I just want to know how you get that home. I just want to know how you get that home.
home. No, I'm gonna put it in the kitchen and dry it.
Oh, they're dehydrated.
Yeah, they have the dehydrator. I made this all in the kitchen yesterday. Okay. Yeah. All right, I can just put this on a plate. We have to put the toppings on, right? Yeah, some parts, this is still soft, so you could dry it a little bit longer for sure.
Have you ever, do you tend to make any kind of flax cracker or anything?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. I like it for traveling for sure. That's really helpful. Oops. See, it's a little bit still not dry. Yeah, if you want it a little bit more crispy, then you would try it a little more. And then you would,
So why wouldn't an oven make it crispy? Like if you did it at 200 for whatever?
an oven, yeah, would make it crispy.
Okay.
I don't have a round plate here. So this side is a little bit more crispy. And then you would add the pizza toppings. I wouldn't leave the pizza toppings too long on the pizza. You know, otherwise everything will be soft again.
Okay.
Well, I know I'm stretching it a little bit with calling this a pizza, but yeah.
Yeah, all you're missing is the sausage, bacon, and cheese, and you just right. Perfect.
But you can throw your salad, and you can put bell pepper or cucumber or spinach leaves or whatever.
Yeah, you can add anything on top. It's really hard with this plate. Okay. You don't even know how nervous I am about this right now.
Oh, that's good.
Looks great.
Don't worry.
awesome.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Perfection.
Oh, you're so nice. At least it's healthy, okay? Yeah. We won't get any heart disease from this pizza. Maybe, you know what you can also do? You can just put it back in the dehydrator.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to store it a little bit longer, if it gets soggy again, which would be kind of like a nightmare.
Just eat it fast.
So it doesn't look that good because I had to cut it before, and this plate is a little bit not flat for this pizza. Okay, this is the tomato sauce. Then we can add spinach or any other things. Like this doesn't really matter what you add here. Keeping it very simple. Okay. Just like this, and then of course our cheese. Yeah, the toppings are really simple today. You can add anything like raw corn would be nice too,
Sweet factor.
Yeah. Sure. Then olives, if you have like good quality olives with a little bit of salt, okay, but and then maybe you can tolerate it. You have to decide that.
From back here, it looks like a tomato basil salad.
Hmm?
From back here, the camera, it looks like tomato basil salad.
It is basically a salad, anyway.
So I'm just thinking of the mozzarella,
Yeah. Honestly, all the ingredients are like salad. So if you eat a pizza here, it has an effect on your body like a salad. No regrets here. Eating pizza.
I don't guess you
Okay.
need any kind of vinegar or whatever as part of the balsamic, that's not considered raw.
Sometimes I do apple cider vinegar. Yeah. And then. Okay, so usually I always do a dessert, but I don't have time for the dessert today. Oops. But if you don't have any time for dessert at home either, because this pizza already got all the energy out of you, then dates. You always have to have dates in your home. They replace your sugar. They're much better than sugar. So medjool dates, fresh from the farm, with a pit, as unprocessed. Yeah, not processed at all, really. So really nice and fresh dates. And you can just add, technically if I wouldn't have put basil in the cheese, I could also put the almond cheese in the dates as well. So you can add just any nuts, really, in the date, and you have your dessert already. This very, very simple dessert. Definitely very delicious. Or you can just eat your dates like this. Or with other fruit. I would love to have a dessert. I start my day sweet and I end them sweet. Okay. Right, I just stop here. So it took me like a few seconds. All right, so I'm going to taste test it for you. And then if you're eating and you want to try it, you can get a plate and also try it. Let's try like this. I'll just take it on mine. This is cheese. Maybe I want a little bit more almond cheese. Okay. It kind of tastes like a pizza.
You have to go get Yum.
I would probably dry the crust a little bit longer to have it more crispy. I might just put it back in the dehydrator if you don't eat it all.
The whole thing you put in the dehydrator. And the cheese wouldn't get weird.
Oh, it will be drier like the pizza cheese, right?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
It just removes the water.
So how soon will
That's
that be
okay.
on YouTube? How soon are you gonna post that?
Maybe in the other days. The next
For
days.
days?
Today, tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, thank you. I just wish the crust would be a little more drier. But considering that I have like very simple toppings here, it's not bad. It doesn't even have garlic or nothing. It's not bad. I'm selling it to you. Well, I would eat it. I definitely would eat it. But I definitely would also eat it with a salad.
You want us to try?
Yeah, you are free to try now. Some bones and plates back here. And it's cold. Let's tell you. You put it back in the dehydrator.
Looks good.
If you feel like putting more cheese on it. Oh, you want
No, it has some ingredients I can't have. It looks really good though. It looks really good.
You can come back for more. I got so much here. I don't think the kitchen likes it.
Like your pizza?
No. Okay, let me know what you think about it.
No, I'm able to eat without having histamine intolerance. There's a lot of histamine in looks good. Oh, love the donut.
Oh, and if you want to leave me your email, I have the email sign up sheet if you haven't already.
Someone will take it. Cost, right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm not in there, so
What do you think?
that's really good.
I liked it. Look at all the people
I
who
thought
like
you
it.
were joking when you said you were making pizza.
Okay, you can have more of the toppings through the cheese or something.
Liked it. I can eat it now.
You can pass
So
it.
if you were making crackers, can you make it in a regular
It's
oven?
out.
Yes, you can make anything in a regular oven. It will be cooked then though. Unless you do the setting, then you just leave it open a little bit. It's a little bit of a hassle. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could also bake this in the cauliflower crust. I'm not sure.
Yes.
But why not? I guess maybe it'll be tastier.
Maybe bake it at a higher number to get it.
No, I wouldn't bake it. Well, this would get crispy if you dry it longer.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just not
Does it matter the thickness?
super dry.
Does the thickness of the crust matter how crunchy it is? I mean, I love it this way.
No, it's just well, if it's thinner, it will dry faster and it will also be crispier faster. But if you dry this longer, it will be also crispy. You like it? Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Really
They like it, look at you. You have to.
I was like, what am I doing today?
No, you have to be confident you did it. And people like it.
I mean, I like it, but I'm like 9 years raw vegan, and I'm very biased.
That's
The
okay.
tomato sauce is really good.
They like
Yeah,
it.
the tomato sauce, I think it's better than any cooked tomato sauce I had before. Gives all the flavor.
And it's just tomatoes and.
Oh yeah, sure.
And lemon, roasted. Roasted tomatoes. And thyme.
So if you don't like basil, would you just do a
You want to
lot
add more cheese?
of oregano? If I don't like basil, I do a lot of oregano and thyme?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah. So this is just the base that I showed you. Even with the tomato sauce, very simple. And you add your spices. The spices don't change the texture. You know.
Right.
You just,
Look, it's gonna be gone.
maybe you need more cheese too.
See?
Oh, I don't know.
That was necessary.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you want to use part of bell pepper, right? I'm sorry, Kim.
Yeah.
Part of bell pepper and tomatoes and tomatoes.
Yeah. But you could use less of the potatoes, more bell pepper you want.
And you have, how many dry potatoes you have?
Yeah, and then.
Like the Roma tomatoes, I use like 6.
How was that crust? How was it? Still, it gave me.
Very good.
Okay. And with toppings.
Okay, so.
Yeah, we're using some artichokes.
Yeah, any. Well, artichokes are not really raw.
Oh, they're not? Oh,
Yeah, but you
okay.
know, if you're not 100% raw, you can mix and match. Sure.
What's not 100% raw?
Artichoke hearts, if they're.
Oh.
Yeah, they're in vinegar, they cook.
Right.
Okay.
You know, what I'm missing in vegan, I've been vegan for years, is the crunch. And the only thing.
Oh yeah, this you can have a lot of crunch
Yeah.
with the dehydrator.
Yeah. Ah.
And honestly, the food itself also has a lot of crunch. The
Yeah.
cucumbers have crunch and carrots have crunch.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm looking for the
fried crunch.
the bread crunch. The toast crunch.
Yeah, with the dehydrator you can do a lot of things.
Ah.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right.
And did you want to explain the salad that you have on the side?
Oh, the salad is just put salad. Nobody wanted the salad.
We have it every day, yeah, no,
What
but.
is it, what you serve it?
Yeah, the salad. It's just lettuce and cucumbers, whatever you got there, a little bit of carrots maybe, and tomatoes. And it doesn't have a dressing, but what I would do now if I would eat this as a normal lunch, I would put some lime on my salad here. And then I would eat the salad and maybe add some almond cheese on top of the salad as well. And I would eat a few pieces of the pizza with it. But mostly I would eat the salad. I would eat the whole salad. This is what I eat. Yeah. The whole thing and then 2 pieces maybe of the pizza or 1. Because you know, you kind of feel it if you eat this dehydrated foods, a lot of it feels also kind of heavy like cooked food almost, you know? And there's something missing. I feel like there's something missing.
You're missing the water. You're missing the water.
The water, yeah. Water is a nutrient. It's a very important nutrient. A macronutrient, actually. So you have to have it. And the water in food is special. It has like perfect hydration for your body. I'm not saying we don't need normal, regular water, or that's bad for us. No, it's also good, but the water in food is very special. So the more water you eat from food, the better. Yeah. So that's really missing. I miss that.
When you dehydrate apples and peaches and pears, does the sugar content go up?
Yes. Well, the concentration of sugar goes
Yes.
up. The sugar content, no. I mean, from the apple is the same
Okay.
amount of sugar, but the concentration is less volume
Okay.
and higher concentration of the sugar. Mhm.
So you might eat less if you were diabetic.
With dried foods, because you eat it faster. You know, it's dried, it's smaller. You will eat it faster. Your body takes it up faster. The fiber is also maybe a little bit compromised. It could be different in dry foods as well. So your the digestion is faster maybe too. So it depends. Yeah, you really have to check it if you have diabetes. See what you can tolerate still, and then eat more of this for now, and leave the animal fats. The animal fats are the cause for diabetes. Yes.
Is tofu considered to use tofu?
Tofu, you can eat this. It's not raw. I don't eat it.
Okay.
Oh, you
I don't
eat
eat
it.
it. Well, tofu is actually processed with calcium sulfate in there.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yeah, it's processed, it's cooked, the tofu. But the tempeh is fermented. The tempeh is cooked soybeans and then fermented.
Yeah.
So some raw vegans like to eat tempeh because it is technically, again, a living product because it is now fermented. So the microorganisms make it a living food. I don't eat it. I don't really like it. I don't like the texture of food anymore, and it's too processed.
You are pure.
Well, thank you.
So you're very pure. You're pure raw.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of. I mean, it's debatable, I guess. I mean, some people maybe think they're more pure with just eating fruits. I mean, if you would eat anything as it is and only fruit, I don't know. I mean, that's how I eat. I like it like this. It depends on what you tolerate with your body, what your body tolerates. You know,
What's that lemon squeezer thing called? Is it
as citrus
citrus
squeezer, citrus
Is it?
juicer.
May I come up and take a closer look?
Oh, of the pizza. I thought about the citrus
No.
juicer.
No.
Yeah, everyone would like to come down.
So is it
Still
like
have
how many
some.
dates? Because we can get dates
Oh,
like
you
this.
want
We get
more?
all we get all shriveled dates and
Oh,
You want all the dates?
You know who has them? Trader Joe's,
Trader
Costco. Costco has a big
I
container.
usually get it from Costco, but
the nuts if
it's
you
so
want.
dried and shriveled.
So-
It's not like this.
Really? I know.
Yeah, those are from the. This is how you get them from the farm. Yeah. Actually, Whole Foods,
Yeah,
the Del
I
Rio
know too.
brand, they have actually good dates. This is the same brand, but they buy it in bulk
Okay.
from the farm direct. Yeah.
So what is
If
the
I get it
brand?
from Costco, and it's nothing like
Really?
so soft and juicy like this.
Sometimes the Costco ones have been sitting so long they turn into sugar.
Right.
So,
It's almost like dried
oh,
dates.
Yeah, the Costco one is very cheap dates. I don't like them.
Yes.
So this is the most important in this lifestyle. You have to get the high quality foods.
okay.
That's the only thing you gotta do. You don't have to know how to prepare it, where like all these have to have all these fancy tools. But once you have a high quality food, then it will taste good. You just eat it as it is. You know?
And
Yeah.
what's the brand of medjool dates at Whole Foods?
Del Rio, it's called.
Okay,
Del
Del
Rio.
Rio. Oh, okay.
Easy raw vegan.
Yeah, if you wanna watch future past lectures or this lecture again, I put the ingredients always in the description. Follow me on YouTube. Please subscribe, like, subscribe, comment.
We'll subscribe today.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
bye from the-
I'm fasting, so, and I was just
You just want to smell it?
I don't want to smell it. I actually don't want to smell it because this morning was so delicious. What they cooked this morning smelled so good, wafting through the
That
courtyard.
bothered you, huh?
What is the base? It's cauliflower?
Yeah, the base is what you see here, undried. It's cauliflower, almonds, chia seeds, water, a little bit of lemon juice.
And then you dried it in a dryer?
Yeah, and then it turns like this, like a
Yeah.
little pizza crust. And then I put the tomato sauce and cheese.
Can I just touch on that? Do you mind? I just want to. I think because I'm really missing bread. And I'm trying to.
Yeah, with this, you want it? You want? Oh,
I
you're
can
fasting.
eat. No,
Okay.
I
This
have-
actually would probably keep it kind of dry.
It's not bad.
If you
Looks
have a
almost
fridge,
bread. Looks like bread.
you have a fridge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can put it in the fridge and you can put a
Okay.
yeah, in a bowl
You
and then
think?
put it in the fridge.
I think it's really good.
I like it.
Wow.
Of course,
Look at all the people who loved it.
No, I was nervous.
surprised. I know.
And you said like, what? Cold pizza? thought you were.
Well,
No, good.
they
So,
loved
this is
it.
gonna be a good day.
They loved it. Now, you need help? I can help you.
Oh, it's alright, it's alright.
You
I'm
sure?
just gonna say goodbye from the live stream when you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Very good.